Welcome to our daily devotional video series, Spirit 23. Jesus says, "Where two or three are gathered in His name, so shall I be there among them." This brief video devotional is a ministry of Trinity United Methodist Church in Seymour, Indiana. My name is Mary Ellen. Today we will be sharing devotionals from Book 1 of The Chosen. At the end of each devotional, we will offer 3 questions that you can reflect on during the day. Please feel free to share your prayer requests in the comments below. We have an amazing team of prayer warriors. Our devotional title today is Relationship. Now, when He was in Jerusalem at the Passover feast, many believed in His name when they saw the signs that He was doing. But Jesus, on His part, did not entrust Himself to them, because He knew all people and needed no one to bear witness about man, for He Himself knew what was in man. John 2:23-25. From Adam's first breath, God has been watching every choice, every thought, every motive, for every act. Can you imagine what He's seen? Sure, there have been moments of goodness, righteousness, and love. Many were recorded in Scripture and rewarded by God. But the bad far outweighs the good. Look at today's headlines and multiply the negative by a gazillion, and you'll begin to grasp just how wretched and sinful the human race is. Jesus was doing amazing things in Jerusalem, and the people were in awe. They followed Him around and listened while He preached, no doubt motivated by the things they were seeing. In other words, as long as the people were experiencing miracles, they were willing to stay. But being in attendance, being in awe, being emotionally impacted, and even believing in this supernatural don't always result in a relationship with Jesus. Case in point. On the way to Jerusalem, He was passing along Samaria and Galilee. And as He entered a village, He was met by 10 lepers, who stood at a distance and lifted up their voices, saying, "Jesus, Master, have mercy on us." When He saw them, He said to them, "Go and show yourselves to the priests." As they went, they were cleansed. Then one of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back, praising God with a loud voice, and he fell on his face at Jesus' feet, giving Him thanks. Now he was a Samaritan. Then Jesus answered, "Were not 10 cleansed? Where are the 9? Was no one found to return and give praise to God except the foreigner?" And He said to him, "Rise and go your way. Your faith has made you well." Luke 17:11-19. The lepers called Him Master and begged for mercy, and Jesus obliged. He sent them to the priest because according to the law, lepers had to be deemed clean in order to re-enter society. They obeyed and went, and along the way were miraculously healed, which means by the time they arrived at the synagogue, the priest did indeed pronounce them clean. After that, I'm guessing most of them ran home to their families and friends, then resumed their lives. Only one of the 10 ran back to thank Jesus. Why? Jesus posed the same question, but it was rhetorical because He knew what was in that man. He'd been watching since the beginning. Far too often, people want the perks of a relationship with Jesus without the actual relationship. They take credit when things go well and offer up Hail Mary prayers when things go badly. They attend church, but only on holidays. They want assurance of heaven while maintaining devotion to the world. They have a faith someday mentally. I'll go to Jesus when I'm older, when I'm done living life on my terms. But unfortunately, human terms are sin-soaked. Jesus is looking for people who are willing to run to Him, to fall on their faces, to repent, surrender, and worship because of who He is, and to learn and grow in the faith that remains even when the miracles cease. Jesus knew what it was in people's hearts. It's the reason He came. And so true believers aren't just in it for the miracles. They have been fundamentally and irrevocably changed by Jesus himself, making relationship with him the ultimate prize. Our prayer focus: thank God for the relationship he offers and ask him to not leave you alone so you can be closer to him as often as possible. And the 3 questions for today: can you think of a time your relationship with Jesus lagged? Is it now? What miraculous changes has Jesus made in your heart since you started following him? Moving forward, how can you embrace heart changes over physical ones? Thank you for joining us today, and we would like to invite you to join us for church on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. at Trinity United Methodist Church. Thank you.